Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about a basic structure of protein because it is a very basic and fundamental topic of biology for NEET and BSc student and for 11th class student also. That's why I choose this topic. So first we'll get a basic overview about the structure of protein and about the function of protein, means what are the fundamental role the protein perform in our body. So first we are going to take a basic overview, then in detail about the protein organization, about the peptide bond and amino acids in detail. We'll study in a further classes. So let's start about the basic fundamental structure of protein. So first, what is protein? Protein means it is also known as polypeptide. Polypeptide. What is the meaning of polypeptide? Polypeptide means a large number of amino acids, they bound together and form a chain-like structure. Or we also can say like a large number of amino acids, they link with the help of peptide bond and form a straight chain-like structure. Like you can see like this, one amino acid. You can guess this is one amino acid link with the help of peptide bond with the second amino acid residue, then third amino acid means more than one or the many different amino acid, they link with the help of peptide bond. So this is the peptide bond, and we can say this is the polypeptide structure. So what is the polypeptide? When more than one amino acids, they link with the help of peptide bond and form a straight chain-like structure. This is the polypeptide structure. Now there are many different type of amino acid present in protein, but the only 22 amino acid, they act as a standard amino acid. What is the exact meaning of standard amino acid? Means there are many amino acid, more than 300 amino acid present in molecules, present in organism, but only 22 amino acid, they participate in protein synthesis. So they are known as standard amino acid. Standard amino acid means the 22 amino acid, they participate in protein synthesis. So they are known as 22 standard amino acid. Now we can say the protein is a heteropolymer. Why protein is known as heteropolymer? Heteropolymer. First, what is the meaning of heteropolymer? What is the meaning of hetero? Hetero means different. And what is the meaning of polymer? When more than one monomeric unit link with the help of any bond and they form a polymer sequence like this. This is a single amino acid. When this amino acid link with the help of a peptide bond and form a polymeric sequence, then it is known as polypeptide. So this is a polymer. So what is the meaning of heteropolymer? Hetero means different, polymer means a different type of monomeric unit. Means how? Means why we can say the protein heteropolymer. Heteropolymer means protein is made up of 22 different amino acids, and the 22 amino acids are all 22 amino acids are different. So we can say the protein is a heteropolymer, means protein is made up of different type of amino acid. So there are many example of these 22 standard amino acids. Like you can take some example like glycine. Glycine is a standard amino acid. Then alanine, then valine, proline, and other many, serine and other 22 amino acid, they are known as standard amino acid. So these are some example of standard amino acid. That is why the protein is also known as a heteropolymer. Hetero means different type of subunit link with and form a polymeric sequence. So the protein is a heteropolymer. Now on the basis of the nutrition value, protein, all the standard amino acids are categorized under the two standard category. Means on the basis of nutrition value, they are classified into two categories. So the first category of amino acid is essential amino acid. Essential amino acid means, what is the meaning of essential? Essential means they are essential for our health. Means our body is not able to synthesize all the 22 standard amino acid. If we talk about the plant, then plant are able to synthesize all the 22 standard amino acid, but human body are not able to synthesize all 22 standard amino acids, but we have to require them. Means they are essential for our health. Then how we can find these 22 amino acid, and what is the source of these essential amino acid? So the dietary protein are the only source for the essential amino acid. We take the diet like milk with the egg, then fruits and vegetable. Then the dietary protein they serve as a source for the essential amino acid, because our body is not able to synthesize them. So we depends on plants and other organism for these essential amino acid. So they are known as essential amino acid. Means we depend on the dietary protein for these amino acids. So these are the essential amino acid. Now the second category of the amino acid is non-essential amino acid. Non-essential. What is the meaning of non-essential amino acid? Non-essential means our body is able to synthesize some amino acid. Means we are able to make some amino acids, so we do not depend on the dietary protein and we do not depend on plant for these amino acids. So they are known as non-essential amino acid. So some amino acids are essential that we obtain from our diet, from the plant and other organism. Some are non-essential, means our body is able to make them, so we do not depend on plant for these amino acids. So they are known as non-essential amino acid. Now everything is fine. Now all the standard amino acids, they link with the help of peptide bond and they form protein. So we can say the protein act as a building block of organism. Means each and every organism, like from the smallest organism bacteria to the largest plant and animal, each and every organism are made up of protein. So protein is act as a building block for organism. So we can say as we take the example of a small bacterial cell. This is a small bacterial cell. It contains 1000 to 2000 different type of protein. So we can say each and every cell have some unique type of protein in their body. So that there are different type of protein present in our body. So each and every protein perform different function in our body. They play a very fundamental role. They act as a builder or the body builder for the organism. Like every organism are made up of protein, means the 50% dry weight of an organism is made up of protein. So we can say protein perform many fundamental and many different role in our body. Now let's talk about some basic function and the basic role of protein in our body. So let's start. The function of protein. The first and major most important function that protein perform in our body, means some protein they act as a transporter. What is the meaning of transporter? Like we use bus and train, car for the transport. Same as for the molecule. Some molecule they are high molecular weight. Means this, like we can say, this is the structure of plasma membrane. Some high molecular weight or the heavy molecule, they are not able to transport through the membrane. For the transport of these molecules, some proteins are present in a cell and they perform a function like transporters. Means like we can say this is a channel protein. This act as a transporter for some molecule. So this molecule is easily transported through this channel protein from one side of plasma membrane to another side of plasma membrane. Fine. Now some carrier proteins are also present, like this is a carrier protein on which this molecule is bind. This carrier protein transport this molecule from one side to another side. There are many examples of carrier and channel protein. They act as a transporter for the molecule. So there are some examples, like for the transport of glucose, some GLUT transporters present in our body. They transport glucose from the outer extracellular matrix into our cell, because we take glucose in our diet. Then how this glucose is transported into our cell? With the help of these GLUT transporter. They help in the transport of glucose. So they help in transport of glucose. Now some aquaporin, other example of transporters are aquaporin. Aqua means water, means some transporter. They help in the transport of water. So they are known as aquaporins. So this is the transport function that performed by some carrier and channel protein. Now the second and the most important role that protein perform in our body is that fight against the infectious agent. When some foreign particle like bacteria, virus, they attack on our body, then our body have a defense system that is known as immune system. So our immune system produce some antibody against these infectious agents. So these antibodies are also made up of protein. So antibody are made up of protein that perform the fight against the infectious agent that produced by the immune system against the response of some infectious agent like bacteria and viruses. Fine. Now the third and most important role that protein perform in our body is hormone. Hormone means, you can take some example of hormone like insulin and oxytocin. They are made up of protein, means insulin and oxytocin, vasopressin, some hormone, they are also made up of protein. Then enzymes. Enzymes means almost all enzymes they present in our body, like trypsin, chymotrypsin, kinase, protease. All the enzyme, almost all enzyme present in our body, they are made up of protein. So enzymes are made up of protein. So enzyme perform all function, each and every function in our body, like they act as a catalyst for the metabolic reactions. So the function of catalyst is performed by enzyme, and all enzymes are made up of protein. Fine. Now the receptor. Receptor means there are many receptors present in our sense receptor, like each and every cell has some receptor like this, and like in our skin the touch receptor present, means how we sense like touch receptor, they sense the touch in our body. The taste receptor present on our tongue, they are also receptors. Then vision receptor, for the vision present on our eye, so all the receptors are made up of protein. So the function of receptor is also performed by the protein. So this is also a function of protein. Now a structural role of protein. What is the meaning of structure? Structure means the intracellular structure of a cell is made up of protein, like collagen protein. Collagen is the most important example. Collagen is a protein that act as a structural role. Other example like keratin, our hairs, our nails, all are made up of keratin protein. So proteins are also act as a structural role in our body. Collagen is the most abundant protein present in the animal world, because the structure of animal and intracellular structure of animal is made up of collagen protein. That's why it is a the structural protein, so it is a most abundant protein in the animal. Some example like Rubisco enzyme is example. Rubisco that is present in plants. So this Rubisco enzyme is present in plant is the most abundant protein in overall biosphere because it present in all plants. So it is a most abundant protein that present in overall biosphere. So other than these, many different functions that perform protein in our body, like the hemoglobin that help in the transport of oxygen in our body, like actin and myosin, they help in the muscle contraction, many different functions that performed by protein in our body. But this is a basic fundamental about the protein structure. Now in detail about the protein organization, about the peptide bond, we'll study in our next further classes. Fine.